What's up, everyone? This is Edric Snow, and joining me today, we have the Clanking Dragon.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Today, we're going to be reviewing season one of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms and sharing our thoughts on the season.
Let's get into it.
All right, so one of the things that makes Night of the Seven Kingdoms unique is basically how small it is compared to Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. There's no like apocalypse hanging over everything, like the White Walkers aren't coming. There's no like high level court politics or anything like that. It's just Dunk. He's a hedge knight with nowhere to go, ready to make a name for himself, basically.
Yeah. I mean, bro, you don't have to deal with those 10 different point of views. Like, you're not at Littlefinger scheming and fucking Varys, and you're one moment you're at the wall, and then the next moment you're in Marine. It's smaller scale. But I like it. I like it. I like the intimacy. I like being, just in one place in one little area. This moment in time, Ashford Tourney that shit was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked it as well. That's like that smaller scale storytelling.
Yeah, and
I was honestly a little skeptical, like when they first announced the show, just because the Hedge Knight is literally like what, like 150 pages or something like that.
Yeah, they don't have too much to go off of, right? Like 3 books, 3 short stories. We're gonna have, at least 3 seasons, but it looks like they want to go for more. They want to document their entire lives. So we'll see. Maybe we got a lot of Dunkin' Egg to go.
Yeah. And as of right now, he has George's blessing. So
yeah,
hopefully it remains that way.
No, and the cast is killing it. I mean, Egg, I really feel like Dexter brought Egg to life. Like, that's exactly what I pictured him. He's so witty, right? Like, he killed it.
Yeah, that's literally the word I was thinking. A little smart kid, maybe a little bit too smart for his own good. And then there's Dunk, a little too. I mean, he's very genuine, but I think he nailed the fact that he's also like not gullible per se, but
naive, maybe, Like, he thinks the world is like everybody's a chivalrous knight. Like, when he saw Aerion take down the horse, he's like, "Oh, I can't."
Oh, that was my mistake.
Yeah, that was an accident. Like, bro, absolutely not. He did that shit on purpose. He's like, wait.
Yeah.
That moment with Raymond where he's like, "Bro, they're incestuous aliens." Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, and he was like, "What's this guy talking about?"
Yeah, he needed that reality check because Dunk. I mean, the life of a hedge knight, bro. Just being out there, roaming the streets.
Yeah.
And I think
trying to get it straight from the gutter.
I think they nailed the time period as well. And like a lot of people had different thoughts about the flashback episode, but I liked it. And they showed war torn Westeros, which, I mean, when isn't it really? But yeah. Like the scene of, oh, like, Daemon's war is over. We don't want this shit. Like, take it back. Like, it really, it sets the tone, and that shit just hypes me up for seasons 2 and 3 because it's even more Blackfire stuff, and I love that time period in A Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah, I think they really used the flashbacks like in a good way, and I hope they continue that. Like, I hope it wasn't just like a one-off with this season.
Yeah,
because now that basically, I mean, I feel like we might get some more Sir Arlen flashbacks, but they kind of like closed that chapter, especially like after that final scene where he's like riding his horse off in a different direction.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like that Fast and the Furious ending that they did. Yeah. I mean, we've seen enough, bro, and we saw his big ass dick too, right? Like, they just fucking showed that shit. Like, he's good. He made his stamp on it. Maybe we'll get some cool flashbacks. Maybe we'll see Pennytree, right? Like, Jaime visits Pennytree in A Feast for Crows. So, I feel like maybe we'll get some more insight, and the cuts of the edits. It was super cool with Robin Riesling when they showed his eye popping out, like, like randomly, right? Like a Family Guy cut, like, oh, that one time and then they just show us. I feel like that would be. I actually like that as opposed to waiting to touch a story. Yeah, as opposed to waiting to touch a weirwood tree to find out what Bran saw.
Yeah, one of the things I really liked about the show as well was just the little moments where like Dunk and Egg making breakfast sandwiches and like sharing the meal together, or like the flashback with Dunk and Arlen sharing a laugh while it's like pouring and they're just laughing.
Yeah, that was great.
It just like, I feel like this show gives room for like the characters to just live in the moment, kind of.
Yeah, you don't really get to see too much of that. I think that breakfast scene, yeah, bro, that shit looks so good too. I was like, man, I want some goose eggs right now, bro. Like, damn, okay, where do I get this?
We're gonna have to find a way or a place where we can get some goose eggs.
Yeah, goose egg plug.
All right, so another thing that is like completely different from this show compared to like Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon is basically like what I was saying before. Like it gives the characters room to just enjoy the moment. Dunk stepping on Lionel Baratheon's toes after like a couple beers, or like Dunk and Egg roasting each other like over hard salt beef. There's just like a lot more room for humor and like moments that feel hopeful or wholesome.
Yeah. No, 100%. Any moment I feel like I saw Dunk and Egg together, right? Like, oh, is it weird that I'm getting hair growing out of my stones? It's weird that you're telling me. Like,
yeah,
this is like Egg's like, Egg even says, like, he's like, when Dunk asks him, oh, did you know your father? And he's like, no, not really. Because Egg is like the fourth born. Like, he probably doesn't get any attention. His brothers are like on demon time, right? So this is like the closest thing that, Egg has had to kind of like a father figure.
Yeah, we kind of get like the impression that Daron is kind of like not his father figure, but he probably spends a lot of time with him, especially now that Aemon is out of the picture.
Yeah, he like cares for him. I mean, he pretty much convinced Dunk to take him because he's like, oh, yeah.
I mean, he didn't want that role, so he was kind of like, passing that role off to Dunk.
Yeah, he's like, hey, bro, you got that right?
Yeah, he was like dying for Dunk to.
No, but he
genuinely cares about Egg, so he basically gave Dunk the role of raising Egg, so he wouldn't turn out like Aerion. So
yeah, and like he said that he used to fish, and Egg says that he used to fish too. He's like, oh, this is them at baseline. Who knows what they could turn into, bro? When you flip a coin, a Targaryen is like 50-50 if they're gonna be crazy or not, right? So
we need that episode 7 of Maekar and his sons on a fishing trip.
Yeah,
I just want to
yeah, the beach episode, the filler.
The beach episode, yeah.
Oh man,
is there any like one scene or like one moment that just made you laugh out loud?
Yeah, I think it was when this guy right before the joust was like, Lord Ashford fucks his sheep. That one was just like really funny, dude. Like the comedic timing for that was like on point. I know he really likes the poop jokes, and like they're all right. They're not bad. The only one I didn't really like the fart from the Brood of Bracken at that moment. But other than that, I feel like the humor was pretty spot on. I would say that was the only miss for me.
I feel you. I don't know why, but this scene for some reason like literally made me laugh out loud when Egg reveals that Sir Donald of Duskendale's family owns like half the crabbing fleets in Westeros, and Dunk was like, "What?" He was just like dumbfounded, like he could not believe that, because this dude was like earlier was like, oh, like I wasn't rich and I got here, like now I'm a Knight of the Kingsguard, and Dunk was like kind of looking up to that, like, yo, I can get there one day, and then Egg just completely like burst his bubble. This dude is rich.
Yeah. How do you know that, bro? I like fishing. I know about the crabbers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That was a good scene. I feel like their chemistry was great the entire time. Honestly, Dexter might be one of the best like child actors I've seen. Like he nailed it.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about HBO and like the Game of Thrones universe, but when it comes to like their child actors, they're shooting 100%.
Yeah.
Like most, if not all of their child actors are really good. I don't know where they're finding these people, but they got to keep finding them there.
The casting team. Honestly. They got a good scout for talent, bro. That's what you need. But
yeah, and one of the things that basically was going to drive the show was the chemistry with Dunk and Egg, and I'm glad they nailed it, because like without it, the show wouldn't really feel like Dunk and Egg. So
yeah, at the end of the day, the supporting cast was great. Lyonel, Raymond, everybody that was involved absolutely killed it. And we're never gonna see them again, right? Like maybe like we're not gonna see Lyonel until like way later in the timeline.
Yeah, like season 10, 11 if we get there.
Yeah, and like I think they set up that we'll probably see Maekar again, right? I really hope we get to see Summerhall in all its glory before, but maybe that's the ring.
There's an idea that I actually saw on Twitter, but I think it'd be cool if he pulls up at the end of season 3 when Blood Raven pulls up with the army. Like I think that would be a good way to bring him back.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Actually, that would be great because, in the books, Egg tells Lord Butterwell, like, hey, here's the ring. My father's on his way with an army. Imagine if his father actually does show up, right? Like, Egg just bullshits his way. He doesn't know that, nobody's coming to save him. He's just saying, yo, like, I'm going to threaten the fuck out of these people.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a good way to bring him back. Another way would be like maybe like through those 1 second like flashbacks, but it wouldn't be like a flashback per se. It'd kind of be like what they're doing in the moment.
Right. Like those quick cuts.
Yeah, like let's say like in the first episode of season 2, Duncan Egg are having a conversation and Maekar gets brought up or something like that, and then we just see like a 1 second clip of him, I don't know, like cursing or some shit in Summer Hall, something like that, like just to bring him back.
Yeah,
to
like,
make it feel like it's alive, like the universe,
Yeah, like on some fucking like Family Guy shit, bro. Like quick cuts, like just a quick cut. Remember him? Like show us Aerion, even if he's just getting drunk as fuck somewhere. Like I'm down. Henry Ashton, bro. I wish Aerion got more lines. Like I think he's a hilarious character, and I like him. He's a dragon dreamer. He's a very interesting character. So I hope we get to keep up with his life, and even Aerion, bro. Like they sent him to the east,
at least,
to Lys working with the Cell Swords. I think he joins the Second Sons. So like, dude, imagine him out there.
Yeah, and since they already started with like the post credit scene, they could do that too. Like every episode, we get one member of the season 1 cast. Like one episode could be Lyonel, one episode could be Maekar, etc., etc. Like that'd be cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's off topic completely, but like the One Piece cover chapters.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, like we're just keeping up with them passively. Like like Bon Clay's over here. That's cool. I feel like that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's like a way of kind of like following a completely different series of events without like breaking the plot of the actual season, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just like a little extra here and there. Like it doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Like, I'll take whatever I can get, bro. A crumb, just give me something.
I hope we actually get a flashback, or it could be a flashback, or like with these little scenes that we're talking about of Eamon.
Oh, dude, we have to meet Eamon. We have to. I feel like season 2. I mean, doesn't he like have a mule named Maester that he got from Eamon or something, or like he named it after Eamon? But I feel like because they're gonna go to they alluded to it, but they actually do. There's like a time skip. Like they go to Dorne for like a year, and that's when they go back up, and then that's when season 2 happens with the whole Rohan Weber and everything like that. So
yeah, I mean, they did say that they were gonna actually film themselves going to Dorne. So
yeah, that's cool. Or maybe they'll show us like after their Dorne campaign, or like maybe he does see Tenza in Dorne, and then he sees her real quick, and then just they fall in love for a bit, and then Dunk leaves. And that's when we end up here.
That would probably be an episode like all to itself, right?
Yeah, like the intro episode probably.
Yeah, I saw something about Ira Parker saying that HBO is giving them 6 episodes again, but like giving them room for 30 to 60 minutes. So
please give us our episodes, please.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough material for an hour, but I'm hoping 45 minutes, like 40 to 45 minutes per episode. I think I'd settle for that. I'm happy.
I'll take it. What do you think? I want the hour. I don't give a fuck. I want all the extra content. You can give me bloat, bro. I don't care. In season 1, I could have had another 30 minutes extra of just fucking Humphrey Harding and Humphrey Beesbury if you want, and I would have been having a great time. Or like, go show me a 15-minute cut of Eamon studying at the fucking in Old Town. Like, I'll take whatever. I'm greedy.
Yeah, same. Yeah, we're eating all the crumbs we can get at this point.
I want all the lore. So, yeah, man. I'll take... I want an hour. I feel like shows should not be less than an hour. I understand the 30-minute shit. I feel like that's, it's good in anime. But, like, when we're in this universe, I'm immersed. And after 30 minutes, that Dunk ends up being in the campfire, I already know. I'm like, bro, it's over. We're wrapping up here.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I do think they made the best of what they had with like the budget constraints and the time, but
no, they killed it, dude. And that
after every episode, I did want more.
Yeah, I wanted more, but they did the best that they could with that time, honestly. And the jousting scenes, dude, 10 out of 10. That trial by combat, trial of 7, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. This is me being a little bit greedy, but like during the trial of 7, I wish we would have gotten like other POVs. I know we got like a 1 or 2 second like glimpse of like Maekar holding off or Baelor and Lyonel holding off Maekar.
Yeah.
But I wish we would have gotten to see like a couple of the others.
Yeah.
Like Raymond caving in Stefan's ribs in or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah, that would have been nice to see. But I mean, think about it. They slapped us with a 15-minute cutscene, so they didn't have they weren't gonna have enough time for that. It was pretty much the cutscene and then a 1v1 with baby little takes. But they could have made the episode longer, right? They didn't. It didn't have to be that short. But I mean, like I said,
I do think the flashback made sense, like in the context of the episode, especially since they knocked him out and then Sir Arlen brings him back up. Like it made sense.
Yeah,
and we also like got to see like what he's fighting for, right? He's kind of standing up because like the people that brought him up, they're gone, but like they helped him get there, type of thing.
Yeah, they're all there with him, and
because I don't know if you noticed this detail, but he can't hear anything when he's like obviously knocked out and getting up.
His ears are ringing.
Egg is screaming, but he can't hear Egg. So it's not really even that Egg woke him up. What woke him up was Sir Arlen.
Exactly.
Basically. That's how I saw it.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. His ears were ringing, bro. He got nailed with that morning star.
Hearing anything.
Yeah, bro. He was out.
Yeah. Do you feel like during the battle he got like way too many like cuts and injuries, or?
Yeah, dude. Like I feel like I don't remember him. Like I don't even remember Aerion putting up that much of a fight. Like he wasn't.
I mean, I do.
Bad, but
I do know that that mortal wound in the beginning, the
shit went right through him.
Yeah, where it went right through him. I do remember that.
Yeah,
but I don't remember like the 15 other cuts.
Yeah, like Aerion had a strong cut, but I don't know about he's getting stabbed, getting like he was just getting his ass beat for a long time. And I remember the fight being a lot. Obviously, in the graphic novel, for example, right? Like it's only like 2 pages of like this guy getting his ass beat and then Dunk turning around and whooping him. So
yeah, basically.
Yeah,
but I guess maybe the ring mill took a lot of those cuts because I doubt like every single one of those stabs and slashes like actually landed through the chainmail.
I don't know, bro. That's what you think, but the macer was like, "Oh, he's gonna be mortally wounded. Yeah, I can't save him. He's gonna die." That shit was so funny. Yeah. Like, "Be gone, witch." That was such a good scene. But no, I mean, he was. I didn't remember him being that destroyed. I think maybe they wanted to have that scene with him and Lyonel and the macer. That was really good. 15 minutes of smooth jazz. To entertain us. But yeah, man, I don't remember him getting his ass beat that much. I'll tell you that. I thought he did way better.
But I mean, I guess for television, they kind of wanted like dramatic effect of him.
Yeah, he got to be an underdog.
He can't just be struggle.
Yeah, he can't be One Punch Man showing up and just start whooping people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think they played it right. He has to be the underdog. He has to have Aerion put up a fight. I mean, he's still a prince. He was trained with the master at arms. He ends up being his sellsword. Like he can't be that bad. So, No,
yeah, I feel like they did right by Aerion by making him like competent.
Yeah, like he wasn't a bitch about it. Like he fought.
Which it kind of like if he would have just accepted the trial by combat 1v1, like he probably would have won. He's probably thinking about that on the way to Lease.
Sheesh, that's a hot take, bro. That's a hot take. I think maybe he would have thought that. I don't know. Dunk is really big, dude. He has some size on him. He has a lot of advantages. It could have gone either way.
But then on the other side of the argument, if Dunk didn't get mortally wounded like by the lance, he would have been like closer to 100%. So he probably would have put up like a better fight than he did like in the beginning, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, you're right. He would have had a big edge on him and then
a full HP bar.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you're right.
Because by the time he got up from after he got knocked off his horse, I would say he was at like 50% already.
Yeah, bro, he got it rocked off that. Like, bro, imagine getting fucking penetrated with the lance. Like, that shit hurts.
And then rocked with the mace.
Rocked. Like, he was like, well, yeah. He might have been done, actually. He got lucky. He was a trial of 7.
Yeah.
Pour one out for Baelor.
Yeah, there was I think, like once or twice, I know Raymond saved him, right?
Yeah. Oh, Raymond passed by and then he got rocked right after, too.
Yeah.
Raymond's a real one for that. But, bro, that shit was not easy. The Humphreys died. And most importantly, Baelor at the
yeah,
at the point where he was defending a hedge knight Like defending your head's knight's honor and rest in peace to the heir to the Iron Throne. Like that was insane. Crazy conflict.
The ride back to Summerhall or King's Landing, it was not a pretty ride. I can imagine.
Dude, can you imagine being there on the second right now? Like, I don't even know if they're gonna send you a Raven.
You think they sent the Raven right away? Or?
I don't know if they were gonna send the Raven, but I mean, they had, dude, at the funeral pyre, right? Like they had some Targaryen looking people. I was like, yo, is that Aerys or Rhaegal? Like,
that is true.
Like,
so they probably did send the Raven already.
Yeah, so Daeron right now is probably punching the air, fighting demons over there at the Red Keep, like, and Miriam Martell.
I just want to imagine the reaction from their parents. Like, they went to attorney.
He did what?
It was not even. Yeah, it wasn't even like a attorney at Harrenhal, or like it wasn't the Lannisters or like the Tyrells. Like it was
Ashford Meadow for Gwyn Ashford's birthday that they ruined. These fucking bastards ruined their wedding, bro. Or her birthday, her name day.
They didn't even sing her happy birthday.
No, but it was funny though. She was like, "Oh, I forgive you for ruining my birthday."
Yeah.
No, but yeah, dude. Imagine it's like, wait. What do you mean you killed your brother? Like to Maekar, probably. Like what? You did what now?
Defending whose honor? Sir Duncan of who?
Yeah, you guys all fight. This guy's a fucking idiot. Like what? This is all Arion's fault, dude. I can't believe it. But I mean, bro, I think they nailed season 1 with just keeping it true to the books. Like if there was whatever was added in was like it was tasteful for the most part. I like what they added in. There was some differences, but you know,
this is like what the fandom means by like a faithful adaptation.
Yeah. This really kept it. I mean, the problem with House of the Dragon is that, you know, it's not a POV book.
There's too many accounts.
This shit's a fucking shit show. Like, I don't blame them for not being able to get that shit under control because there's just so much that you could do that it's tough.
But there's still like some questionable decisions that.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah. 1,000%.
We're not gonna get into that right now.
No. That's a topic for another time. But yeah, bro, I think they kept it, you know, as faithful as they could while still adding their own little twists. I thought it was kind of crazy that they added in, you know, the two things that Sir Arlen said was, why didn't you knight me? And then he just pretended to be dead. Like they straight up just had the question. You know, you question if Dunk's a knight throughout the entire story, but it's ambiguous. You never know. But they kind of say it without saying it, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of like heavily implied that he never got knighted, but I guess you could still make the argument that like on his deathbed per se, like he knighted Dunk, you know? Yeah,
it's still left relatively ambiguous, but it's kind of like spells it for you. Like for the people that just go into this thinking that like, yeah, he's a knight, bro. Of course he is. What, like there was a lot of people that were saying like, how could someone even think that he wasn't knighted, right? And like they just don't catch these little nuances. So the show is kind of like spoon feeding these people. They're like, hey, bro, listen, like he might not be a knight.
They hinted throughout. I was watching episode 1 again today, and even in the beginning where he's like, "Oh, should I go to Lannisport or should I be part of the City Watch or
stop
whatever?"
raping, sir.
It's kind of like he's literally trying to think about his career path, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be? Yeah, like it's basically like he doesn't know what he's gonna do yet because he's been following Sir Arlen for so long, and that's basically how he's been surviving with Sir Arlen. So without Sir Arlen, assuming that he's not a knight, he needs to know what he's going to do, because if not, he's just going to be a beggar or a robber, like what he was saying.
Yeah, no, that's if he sold his horses. And like the line for me from that episode was, it fit my grip as good as it ever fit his. And it just shows like, hey,
and
like,
his attorney had asked for a medal.
Yeah, this guy was a knight, bro. Fuck it, I'm a knight too. Who's going to tell me I'm not? Who the fuck's going to tell me I'm not? And I think that's just a badass way to go about it. And it just shows that you don't even like that's just a ceremony anyway. He's the only person like keeping the actual values of a true knight, where the people that have been knighted or bring shame to the name.
It's also like a betting on yourself type of arc with Dunk. Like going back to the beginning, like I was saying, he picks up the sword, like you had said, it fits his grip as well as it ever fit his. So it's like, I'm gonna bet on myself and we'll take it from there. Like, yeah, that's basically what he says.
Who's gonna tell him anything? Yeah, bro, I was knighted. Fuck you. Like, I'm a knight. And you know, luckily he was more bold though in the books. he kind of like accidentally runs into Baelor. Here he saw Baelor. He's like, how am I gonna sneak into that castle? Followed like a washerwoman and like got in front of him. I was like, hey, bro, Sir Arlen, you remember him? And he was more bold, more brazen. I like that. I like how Peter Claffey is handling Dunk. I think he's doing a great job with it, honestly.
Yeah, he's definitely doing a great job.
Casting team doesn't miss. And Maekar, I really wanted to talk about him. I feel like, wow, like in the books, I just thought he was like this stern, harsh dude, like not a lot of layers to him. But
yeah, like more like Stannis.
Exactly. Right, exactly. But he's a lot different. He's funnier. He's harsh, but he's like not any different than like a Hispanic parent, like he's not Randall Tarley, that people are making out like, oh, this guy, Randall Tarley fucking hated Sam. Like he was trying to I'm gonna kill you,
Yeah, like you're either gonna renounce your right to House Tarley or you're gonna fall off a horse.
Yeah,
he basically gave him the two options.
Yeah, they were making it seem like that was Maekar, but like he's way different than him. He actually has this character, and fuck Randall Tarley, that one was wow. But no, the actor killed it. I feel like he brought layers. Not to the same degree as Paddy Constantine did with Viserys the first, right? Because Viserys, another one, like in the books, like he's a little drunk and fire and blood, like he doesn't give a fuck. But like in the books, he's like a father that cares. He brings these layers. There's these emotions. He's a dreamer. Like the actor for Maekar, he elevated his character from again fire and blood. It doesn't give you the most details, but still, the talent is there.
Yeah. And they also did a good job with their introduction, where they kind of show like that healthy rivalry between him and Baelor. When Duncan's like, "Oh, Sir Arlen always said you were the soul of chivalry," and Maekar just rolls his eyes and he's like, "Ah,
yes,
just got out of my sight."
You're grateful. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then he's like talking in front of Lord Ashford, like, "Oh, I'm here. This is a waste of time. Like, let's go hunting." Like, this is what I don't want to deal with any of this shit. Like, why are we here? But they're pretty much doing a PR run for House Targaryen because they don't have dragons anymore. So, like, if they don't keep up their appearances, people are like, yo, we don't have to listen to these, like, incestuous people,
Yeah, kind of like what Stefan was saying. Where are the dragons, Sir Duncan?
Yeah. No, he's right. So, that's why they're really out here trying to, like they used to do the royal progressions back then, like, back in the time of Aenys and Maegor, fucking Aegon the Uncrowned was like mid progression during a war. Like it's crazy. The progressions are stuff that they have to do to. Even then, they had dragons back then, and they were still doing that shit.
Yeah, because when they had dragons, that was kind of like the law of the land. Like, like any rebel lords.
Like you're in Winterfell, bro.
The
I'll
be
there in 30 minutes. Don't worry, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Like this isn't. I'm not taking the King's Road. Like maybe I'll march an army, but I don't really need to. Like Balerion the Black Dread is on his way
as we speak.
Yeah, like good luck, bro. I do not want to deal with that.
I think it really showed also like when Aerion did like that dirty trick in the joust, and Baelor is kind of like cringing while
people started throwing shit at him.
Guard. Yeah, and everyone's kind of stopped the riot, and he's like, "Damn, we pulled up to Ashford of all places for our little PR run, and here's Aerion
fucking shit up, just
stabbing a horse,
killing horses, starting a trial of 7, getting the fucking heir to the Iron Throne killed, like, dude." And then, dude, it was just he just ruined the reputation even further. The guy's fucking insane.
But even though Maekar, like he was like kind of prickly in the show, and like cursing all the time, like it really he really showed that he may not be like the best father, but he loved or he loves all his children.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a little crazy that when Egg went to like try to sneak murder Aerion, and Maekar was just kind of sitting there. He didn't really like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? He just like gave him like that comfort. It was such a powerful scene, to be honest, because it was just like these.
Yeah, they didn't even say a word.
They didn't say a word, but you could feel like the warmth, like, oh, like it's okay, son. Like he's, he kind of made it seem like he's not gonna hurt you. You don't have to do this. Like leave him alone. But I
don't know if you got these vibes after the season, but it kind of like shows how that side of the family is missing, like the mother, Diana Dane.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I feel like if she were around, they probably wouldn't be in the situation they're in, as far as like Aerion becoming like a little shithead, and Daron just becoming a drunk.
Yeah, and Maekar is a man of honor, dude. He's the anvil, right? He was out there making shit happen. So he probably wasn't, dude. Especially he's like the youngest. He's probably getting the least attention. But even Daron, bro, he just does whatever he wants. He's just drinking and fucking doing whatever he wants. Aerion is fucking probably torturing cats and shit. You know?
Yeah, and Egg is a good kid, but we see how rebellious he is.
Yeah, and like he talks back. He says royal lapdogs. Like you could tell, like there's that Maekar in him. Like you know how Maekar talks. He doesn't give a fuck. Egg has it, but like he tells Thunder, he's like, oh, like you shouldn't talk to horses. They're all there. You know, you gotta beat them, right? And but Egg is like, oh, I don't think that. I don't think
horses are dumb as dogs.
Exactly,
they're dumber than dogs.
Exactly. So, you know, he has that little bit of Maekar in him, but he's more compassionate. He's a nicer kid. He's still a kid. You could mold him. You could save him.
I also like the way that they portrayed Baelor. I think he also did a really good job. From like even his intro scene where he's just like, he knows his shit. Like he even remembers Sir Arlen, even though Sir Arlen was literally a hedge knight. And he's like, oh, I know everything about my opponents, this and that. Like he just seems like very well put together.
Yeah.
Like very analytical, like knows his shit.
Yeah. And when Dunk gets called, he gets called out by Maekar, like, hey, yo, why are you spying on us? What do you mean by, spying on us, whatever? Baelor's we're the intruders here. Come, sir. Like, what do you need? Like, you could tell he's not a fucking asshole. Like,
yeah, like a little bit more humble, down to earth.
Yeah, and type of thing. How do you manage to remember a fucking hedge knight that unhorsed Sir Daemon Lannister 16 years ago?
12 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. And then he's like, oh, I remember. Like that just shows you, like, damn. Of course, the one guy that's gonna be an amazing king ends up dying in like the most tragic way, like the most George story ever. Like that was
yeah,
amazing.
That's like the type of like attention to detail and like kind-hearted leader that Westeros needed.
100%. It's a shame. It's a shame it went down that way. But one day the realm's gonna need that foot. That's what Egg says. Or not Egg. Doug says.
Yeah. How do you feel about the way that they portrayed Lyonel?
Honestly, like I liked him. I mean, in the books, he doesn't even have that many lines, dude. Like he's just laughing and fighting. Like he doesn't really care.
Yeah, I mean, they basically had a blank slate aside from the Laughing Storm.
Yeah. No, like, he was fun.
They made the character.
He was fun. He was really out there. Like he was a great friend to Dunk. I mean, I feel like the two bros were Raymond and Lyonel for sure. But I feel like Lyonel was more on trying to get at Dunk as opposed to Raymond was like his boy. Like there was like that chemistry. Like you could pick it up with Lyonel, but I don't think that Raymond was the same sort of friendship. But I think that they both brought amazing presence to the show as like supporting characters from great houses. I mean, dude, the fucking Lord of Storm's End of all the Stormlands is like, yo, just you can come work for me. That's amazing.
Yeah, he basically gave him the job at Google right after he had graduated high school.
Yeah, like what do you mean? Like you just got here and you're like your goal was like, oh, maybe a great house will take me in. Like House Baratheon is a great house. Not even that. Maekar told you to come to Summerhall. The fucking Dragon House told you to come work for them. And you were like,
yeah, he had one offer from Google, the other from Apple, and he just turned it down.
He's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna start my own thing. Don't worry.
Good luck, though.
Good luck, though. Y'all got that, right? You don't need me. I'm gonna take your son, too. Don't worry.
But yeah, I'll go as far as to say, like, without like the way that they characterized Lyonel, like the show wouldn't have felt the same. The show needed like that wild card.
Dude, and it's crazy because they also set the scene that the Targaryens are hated amongst these great houses. The Fossaways, the Baratheons, they fucking hate. The only good dragon is a dead dragon, right? Like there is a lot of Targaryen tension.
That little rebellion there.
Yeah, exactly. So it really sets that scene where it makes you think like, yo, what's going on here? I thought they never had the best rep, but I mean, I guess since we're reading, these shows, the Targaryens are the royals, they run shit. But I don't know. Everybody got to act in line, but they're like, fuck these people.
Yeah, Lyonel was kind of like the life of the party throughout the season.
Yeah.
Like, Dunk and Egg are there just chatting it up. And then Lyonel pulls Dunk like, yo, will you heed my call to war?
Yeah.
And it's like a tug of war.
Yeah. And they're just drinking, dancing, playing games. He's in the joust. He's just having a fucking great time. Like that's what you're supposed to do at the tourneys. Like just enjoy every aspect of it, right? and he does that shit like you said, life of the party.
Yeah, he low-key brought like a lot of added culture to like House Baratheon, or I guess the Stormlands in general. Because like even in the first episode or first or second episode where Dunk is in the tent and then they just start dancing by like stomping on each other's feet or whatever, and just that like weird dance that he did.
Yeah.
And then the tug of war, like I feel like it felt like more Westeros than like Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon in that way.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely gives me Baratheon vibes, right? Like ours is the Fury. Like I see a little bit of Robert in him. I see a little bit of Renly in him. You know, maybe
No
not
Stannis.
not Stannis, but I see Robert and Renly. Like he could be a mix of them, you know, together. Like I definitely see.
Yeah, he was literally a mix of both of them.
Exactly. So I feel like they kind of kept, you know, the Baratheons as this sort of house, right? And on it, I hope we see more Fossaway shit, dude. I like the minor houses. I'm hyped for House Weber, House Osgrey. Like, yeah, dude, tell me all about, you know, these minor houses. Why not? These are vassals of these great lords. So, you know, I really like that. Like next season, we're only seeing small houses. We're not gonna see no great houses, really.
Nope, none at all.
Bro, we're gonna go check out the Butterwells. You know, like,
how do you feel about Sir Arlen knowing Dothraki?
Dude, at first I was like, what the fuck is this guy just chanting like drunk? Right? And then like when you put on the closed captions, it says like, oh, Dothraki. I was like, whoa. So you already know like Sir Arlen's lived a hell of a life out there in
He's
Essos.
been around.
Yeah, he's been around. And you know, while he had the little flashback, you know, he's like a true knight, always finishes a story. You know, probably I think could be a little.
That was low-key motivation for George.
Yeah, I thought that was like a wink at George. People saying it's a jab. I don't think so. I think they have a good relationship.
No, I don't think it's a jab.
It's a wink, right? It's like, hey, bro, you know, wrap it up. We want the Winds of Winter, and we want more from you. You know, everybody's excited for this world. Everybody loves it, right? So
I also saw it as like hope for like the fandom in general, because I don't think Ira Parker would have added that if he didn't feel like George was close or like would ever finish wins.
Yeah, it gave me
hope.
What I mean? It gave me hope 100%. I don't know if it's a dumb move to have hope at this point, but I'm coping hard. I'm puffing on copium.
Yeah, I think all this momentum is good for like George's spirits in general. Like especially like when it was when House of the Dragon was airing without A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and like he was falling out with Ryan Condal, and like there was a lot of criticism behind like the way behind the season 2 ended, and that's probably not the best for George's psyche, in my opinion, versus like how this show was received, where basically everyone loved it. It was a faithful adaptation.
Yeah,
he has a good relationship with Ira Parker. It's like, oh, we're back now.
We're back 100%. Night of the Seven Kingdoms has really felt like we're finally back in that universe, bro. Weekly episodes, everybody's hyped. We can't wait. We're glued to our screen. We're back. Thank God.
And honestly, I think the show caught HBO by surprise. Like, obviously, they wouldn't put a show out there if they didn't think it'd be successful, but I don't think they would have ever thought it would be this successful.
Yeah, dude, they're ramping up. They're going to ramp up now. Paramount just bought in. They're going to ramp it up. You're like, oh, we want that. We want all the Westeros content you can get. They're going to make a movie. They're going to do the story. They're going to everything.
Oh, yeah. What do you think that's going to be like?
I think it's going to be Aegon's Conquest, dude. Honestly.
Do you think it's going to be either the movie about Aegon's Conquest or a show about Aegon's Conquest, or both?
I think that they'll do a movie for Aegon's Conquest, and they're going to do a show about something else. Because, let's be real, bro. Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Season 1, it could have been a movie, right? Like 30-minute episode, 6 episodes. It's enough to just do one full-length film, right? But it's, you know, we have a whole journey to go with them, so it makes a lot more sense to do a series. But Aegon's Conquest is like a quick story.
Yeah,
like, that's a 3-hour movie, you know, like on some Lord of the Rings shit.
Yeah, that was made for the big screen too. Like, imagine you've seen Balerion pull up.
Yeah, on like, Aerion, just smoke that shit.
20,000 people.
Yeah, that's going to be insane. Like, midnight release, I'm there. I think Aegon's Conquest is going to the big screen. And, you know, as long as that show isn't like a Jon Snow continuation, like, I'm happy, right? Like, I don't want them to do that. Please just...
Yeah, every time they
put the dig down,
mention, like, an epilogue, I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Like,
please, bro, please don't.
Not even George himself, and this is not even a knock on George. Like, not even he could save, like, that season 8 ending.
It's tough. But
yeah, what other shows, aside, or what other
I mean, I don't think we're gonna get, like Robert's Rebellion that people were talking about. We're gonna get to play now, so that's gonna show us the tournament at Harrenhal. I would have loved to see that on screen. I think they'll do, maybe the Sea Snake one, maybe I don't know if they'll do the Aerion one. To be honest, another one that I'm like iffy about. I want more.
Yeah, I have no
more
interest
Fire
in
and Blood.
any epilogues.
Yeah, show me the Blackfire Rebellion. Show me the Blackfire Rebellion from all of them. Show me everybody. I mean, yeah, I know we're gonna cover them in Dunk and Egg, so it's different, right? But show us the first one. Give us a movie about that. The first Blackfire Rebellion. That in itself could be like a movie,
or it could be a limited series, like
it doesn't. They
7 to 8 episode, 1 season.
Yeah, they don't have to like limit us. They have to do. They have all the history, the Targaryen history, that they could cover. Aegon the third's reign. Give us Aegon the fourth's reign. Give us all of them. I want to see every king on the big screen.
Yeah, I think we'll get there eventually. Like the franchise is way too popular.
Yeah,
for them to hold back.
Yeah,
and the Targaryens in general are very popular.
Yeah, man, and we have the East.
Characters.
We have all of the East. You can do Bravos and the Faces, man. You can do the Yeti. You can do a Shy. You could do everything. Speaking of a Shy, like we could even do Jaehaerys' his fucking reign, and before that.
That's where George wanted to start House of the Dragon.
Yeah, that would have been cool. There a lot of shit happened during Jaehaerys' reign. That could be like its own thing. And before, like,
yeah,
Maegor,
I haven't lost out hope on. Oh, Maegor would be cool,
dude. What? Like after they do the Conquest movie, right after that, like make a series, put Aenys and Maegor, in their power struggle, and Maegor against the Faith, abolishing the Stars and Swords, and Visenya, like she has her own crazy, storyline. These are iconic Targaryen characters that everybody's gonna want to see. So I feel like
definitely
just have unlimited. Not unlimited, but they have a lot that they can. If they want to milk the fuck out of this, they can definitely do it.
They can. I know maybe you've lost hope on Robert's Rebellion, but I haven't lost hope.
I don't know.
One day,
I feel like the play is kind of like, like this is where you're getting, bro. Because like even George was like, oh, the story's been told, but it's not the same, dude. We want to see it. We want to see Rhaegar and Lyanna meet up. We want to see the tourney at Harrenhal. We want to see it all.
It would kind of be like a full circle moment, like just seeing like Ned, Robert, Littlefinger, Brandon Stark, Tywin Lannister, like all these Jaime Lannister, all these people like when they're younger,
in their prime.
Yeah, all of them.
That's Ashara Dane,
Jon Arryn,
Arthur Dane. That would be crazy. I mean, even like their lives in general, right? Like the Smiling Knight, the Kingswood Brotherhood that Jaime talks about in his chapters, and what that did for him. They have a lot, bro, and they even have enough like history of the Night's Watch. Let's talk about the Night's King. Let's talk about the Night Fort. Let's talk about more White Walker shit. I'm down. If they can do it right, I don't see why not. Some of them they're gonna have to add as they go, because with the White Walkers, God knows what they're gonna cook up with that.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for the first episode of Brotherhood Without Bands.
If you made it this far, go check out my channel, The Clanking Dragon. Links in the description.
We'll be back soon with another episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's it for the Brotherhood Without Bands. We'll catch you next time.